180 days to become rich. I mean, that's a pretty bold claim, right? But here's the thing. According to financial author Robert Kiyosaki, it's not some get-rich-quick scheme. It's all about a total shift in what you know, not just what you earn. And in this explainer, we're going to break down his entire framework. So let's kick things off with the big idea here. This quote really says it all. The wealthy don't just make more money, they're literally playing a different game. It's not about working harder inside the system, it's about understanding the system itself and how it really works. So you're probably asking, what are these rules? Well, the good news is they can be learned. This is what Kiyosaki calls your financial IQ, and he breaks it all down into 5 key cornerstones, and that's the framework we're going to walk through today. Yep, we're going to break down each one of these 5 pillars step by step. The goal here is to give you a really clear roadmap based on Kiyosaki's own ideas. Oh, and you're going to want to stick around to the very end. Why? Because we're going to reveal the one secret ingredient that, according to the source, makes this whole thing actually work. All right, you ready? Let's dive in. Okay, cornerstone number 1, make more money. But hold on, it's probably not in the way you're thinking. This is all about a huge shift in perspective, moving away from just focusing on that paycheck. Right, so the key takeaway here is that your main goal shouldn't just be the paycheck. It should be the skills you're getting. The source material gives a perfect example. Kiyosaki himself took a lower-paying job just so he could learn how to sell, because he knew that that one skill would be absolutely priceless when he went to start his own company down the road. So, how do you do this? Well, the source breaks it down into 3 simple actions. Number 1, always work to learn. Number 2, don't run from hard problems. Lean into them. That's where you build real-world experience. And finally, number 3, sharpen your own skills by helping other people figure out their money problems. All right, on to cornerstone number 2, protect your money. See, once you start making more, you got to learn how to keep it. And this isn't just about stashing it in a savings account. We're talking about playing active defense. Yeah, Kiyosaki uses a really strong word here, predators. He's talking about anyone or any system that wants to take a slice of your wealth. Think about it. Brokers, advisors charging crazy high fees for so-so returns. Basically, anyone who profits from your money without really adding much value. And this slide is a perfect example of what he calls the swindle. You put your money in the bank, right? They promise you a safe, maybe 10% return. Sounds good. But then, what do? They take your money and lend it out to someone else for 20%, maybe even 30% interest. They're making a massive profit using your capital. So what's the lesson here? Be skeptical. Verify everything. Yeah, hire expert lawyers and accountants for specific tasks, but never ever stop learning. The real goal is for you to be the one managing your finances, not outsourcing your entire future to someone else. Okay, so we're making more money and we're protecting it. Now for the 3rd cornerstone, budgeting. And again, this isn't about pinching pennies. It's about strategically directing your cash flow to build wealth, not just to, pay the bills. This quote right here is a game changer. Your assets should pay for your liabilities. What does that mean? It means before you go out and buy that fancy new car, which is a liability, you first need to buy an asset, like a rental property, that generates enough cash flow to pay for the car. The asset buys the liability for you. Your salary doesn't. And I love this slide because it really drives home what the source calls the crystal ball idea. Seriously, look at your bank statement. It's predicting your future. If all your money's flowing towards assets, investments, savings, you're on the path to being wealthy. If it's all flowing to liabilities, consumer goods, gadgets, well, you're on the path to being broke. It's really that black and white. Now this is where things get really interesting. Here's some pretty surprising advice. If you find yourself in financial trouble, what's the first thing most people do? They cut back on everything. But Kiyosaki argues you should do the opposite. He says you should increase your spending, but on assets, things that will make you more money in the future. It's about playing offense with your money, not just defense. All right, let's talk about the last 2 cornerstones, which are all about one word, leverage. Think of leverage as the ultimate wealth accelerator. This is how you stop working for money and start having your resources work for you. So first, there's leveraging your money through investing. We're talking about looking way beyond a simple savings account here. The source points to things like real estate for that sweet, sweet rental income, securities like stocks to grow your portfolio, and of course, business ventures, either starting one or investing in one for that high growth potential. And then there's leveraging information. Look, we are drowning in data these days, but most of it is just noise. The real skill is learning how to filter it. That means you've got to, 1, verify where the information is coming from. 2, compare different data points to see the real trends. And 3, and this is huge, you have to separate the cold, hard facts from someone's opinion. Okay, so there you have it, the 5 cornerstones of financial intelligence. But there's one more thing. According to the source, there's a final secret ingredient that ties this all together and makes it actually work. So what is it? What's the one thing that all rich people have in common? Well, it's not some secret skill or a magic formula. It's not about being born into money. It's a character trait. One single trait that makes all these other principles click. And that secret ingredient is courage. Plain and simple. The courage to actually do something. The courage to take smart, calculated risks. And yeah, the courage to be different from the crowd that's just following the same old, broken financial advice. Because here's the bottom line. All this financial knowledge, it's completely useless if you don't have the courage to apply it. You have to be willing to take that first step. You have to stop worrying about what other people think. You have to be open to feedback, figure out where you're weak, and just stay laser focused on your goal. So we've laid out the blueprint for you. We've walked through the rules of the game. Now, the real question is for you. What's the one thing, just one, that you're going to do this week to start building your financial IQ? Think about it.